Look at that. Big fat keel on it. So I've just noticed a really good find, literally sitting there on the beach. Morning everybody, welcome to another early morning fossil hunt on the Yorkshire coast. Today the plan is to walk down to the beach and then head left towards Port Mulgrave and have a good old look around. Hopefully we'll find a few good finds today. It's currently about 6 or 7 in the morning, so I'm hoping the sun will go up soon. I've got my head torch, but I'm hoping I won't have to use it for too long. So we're gonna have a look at the first little bit of cliff. All right everyone, so there's gonna be a slight change of plan in where we hunt today. I'm gonna go the other way. It looks like there's already someone out towards Port Mulgrave. It is quite a popular area to search. There's always plenty to find, but I'm gonna try the other way. I saw a few footprints and then a head torch in the near distance, so we're going this way instead. These landslides here at Runswick Bay can be quite productive if you're there in the right conditions and you've got a little bit of luck behind you. I've just found the first fossil in this rotten old nodule here that's obviously rolled in from the sea, and even though it looks really crusty, you can probably notice there is an ammonite on the inside, probably a tenucrostatum or just a normal DAC, so that will go in my bag. So I've just come across a really big nodule here sat amongst the shingle. I'm going to give it a tap open. Well, we've got some really nice pink skies behind me, a promising looking nodule just sat here for the taking. Perfect. That should split open beautifully with a chisel. So I've just picked up another lightly looking nodule here. Nothing shown on the outside, but it's worth tapping to see. Lovely looking nodule there with an ammonite inside. Probably a Dactylioceras again. Well, there's a few bits to have a look through on the way back. Quite a lot of sand towards that other side, but that's okay. So I've just come across this, a little Eleganticeras multi-block. There's quite a few sea-worn ammonites preserved on this block. I'm probably going to leave this one for other people to collect. It's a little bit too worn for me to take back, but I'm sure it could be a nice piece once it's cleaned up a bit. Hopefully the camera's doing it justice, how lovely it looks this morning on the Yorkshire coast. A nice orange sunrise today. I've just picked up this, a really nice promising rounded cannonball. You can already see a little bit of an edge of an ammonite there. I'm going to give it a tap and we'll see how it goes. It's a little bit hard to judge exactly where to hit this one. Well, we've got a split, but I'm not sure how it's gone. Ah, looks like it was a dud. Well, that's a shame. Thought there was a little bit of a chance there, but nope. So I've just noticed a really good find, literally sitting there on the beach. And it's absolutely perfect. Look at that. Now, I wish I could find them like that all the time. Wow. Now that's either a Dactylioceras semicellatum or it's a rarer variation. Heading on to the more rocky section now. You can find a few nodules sometimes washed in amongst all of these pebbles. Might have a better look on the way back. Usually you find a few tenucrostatums dotted about. This is a very sea-eroded ichthyosaur vertebra. I left this in place because it wasn't worth collecting. Remember everyone, if you enjoy watching my YouTube videos and you'd like to see more, please hit that subscribe button and give the video a like if you have enjoyed it. This is exactly what I was talking about, this type of rock. but instead of having an ammonite, it looks like that one's got a belemite fragma cone inside. So I won't be cracking that one open. Got far too many fragma cones. Now we're walking by the old shipwreck. Just a little bit further to go now, round the corner. Once I get to the furthest point that I'm going to reach, I'll have a really good scout on the way back. Now this one would be a really good one for someone to polish up. Just an ammonite impression, but I'm sure it would look beautiful with a nice shine. A lot of hard work goes into polishing these though. A decent little C1 double here. Quite fragmentary, it's been rolling around for a while, but probably worth taking back. I'm sure someone will enjoy it. This looks like a nice burger looking nodule. Look at that beauty. Should be all there. Yeah. Wow, that is literally falling apart. Another corking looking burger nodule. Look at that. Big fat keel on it. Looks like it's going to be all there. Wow. Absolute belter. Zoom out for you. So there is quite a few around today. Looks like no one's been out for a few days maybe. So first one, a little piratic one. Did spot one here as well. So this is a decent little one. A little bit worn, it's like the middle of a DAC. So I'm going to pop it today. And hopefully it'll just come loose because it's been in the sea for a while. And there we go. Cannot go wrong with that. Remember everyone, if you'd like to get your own fossil from the Yorkshire coast and at the same time support my channel, please take a look at my website called buyafossil.com. There's tons of beautiful prepared fossils all available for purchase. Please take a look and I'll ship your orders to most countries. Thank you. Last little section now. This area is called Goldsborough. It's quite remote with a few cut-off points, really high and dangerous cliffs. But you can find a few ducks around here and the odd hildy sometimes. So I'm going to have a look, a good scout, and I'll share with you if I find anything, and then I'll set off on my way back. Well, it looks like there's one here. Not quite sure how complete it is. Might have to get a chisel in because it's a bit wedged. Well, that's one that got away. The middle of a Phylloceras ammonite. Probably would have been a beauty, but it's long gone. So we've got a beautiful belemite squid-like creature eroding out of this fallen shale slab. I'll leave this one in place. So I just found this nodule here, nothing showing on the outside. A few taps with the hammer, and it revealed a beautiful Dactylioceras ammonite. This is one to take back home and clean up. Should be all there, fingers crossed. I'll just take the positive and leave the negative. So I'm not going to collect this one, but contained within this little block here, there is some, what I assume to be ichthyosaur ribs, wearing out quite a lot, but there's a few there, and maybe that's a vertebra, not 100%. It's definitely ribs though, it probably runs through the block, but I'll leave this one. So I've just picked up this big old rock here. Looks like someone might have even hit it at some point in the past. I did notice that there's an ammonite wearing out. So I'm going to give it a tap. Well, it's popped, but has it popped open well? Let's have a look. Pretty good. It's got a oyster shell there, which must have attached during its time as when it were alive. And it's a Perinoceras, not a DAC as I initially thought. That's pretty good. I think that will clean up quite nice. So I've been scanning through these rocks. Occasionally something good might wash into them. And I just noticed this one. I've not given it a tap yet, but I think someone else might have, and they left it. Kicked it over, and there was a really decent one. I mean, the outer world came off when they cracked it, but I think that's worth taking back. Making my way back now. Spotted this nodule. Give it a tap to reveal this. I think it's a DAC. Not 100%. Very interesting. Decent little rock pool find. Just a nice middle of a Dactylioceras. These are really good for the nodule boxes that we sell on the website. You're in ammonites to split open back at your own house. I tend to provide a few sea-worn ones in the batches because they tend to split really well and they have quite a good success rate, especially these type of ones. So I've just scavenged a few DACs from a little productive patch. A few little ones, just little middles. This one's got 2 inside and it looks like they'll be good splitters. And then there's this one which has nothing showing, but I'd be very surprised if there's nothing on the inside. And it looks like it were a dud. Yeah, that was a blank. So I'm going to prep this little one off, but I've just popped the other side and it's a decent split. Be a nice little double. So we've got another really good split. Having a good day today for ammonites. A nice Perinoceras, one of the species with little nodes or spikes around the middles. Real quickly, because my bag is getting very heavy now, another beautiful DAC. Perfect pop, great middle. So I'm making my way back now. Hopefully you have all enjoyed this video and I'll see you all on the next one. Making my way off the beach, I discovered this, a nice thin piece of Whitby jet. It looks like very good quality. I'm sure there was a few jet collectors about, but maybe they didn't spot this one. In the past few weeks, since the new year, I've been doing quite a bit of fossil collecting. My finds to prepare is steadily increasing. Here's a few short clips showcasing some stunning scenery that I've encountered during my adventures on the coast. I'll also be sharing 3 lovely ammonites that I've discovered recently and prepared and then added to my fossil collection. Hopefully you enjoy it. So I thought I'd show you some of my own finds and preps that I've added to my own collection recently. So this was a really good find on the beach. Nice size nodule, cracked it open and then carefully revealed this beautiful large Gramoceras ammonite. This is the largest of this species that I've found. It took quite a while to bowl the ammonite out and give it a nice mouth border, but I'm really pleased how it came out. It was a little bit of a difficult prep. It had like a double skin of calcite or mineralization, but I managed to get a pinpoint middle. I was quite surprised. It took me a few sessions to figure out what was going on, but it did turn out really well. This next ammonite is quite a rarer one. It's from the Lower Lias area of Robin Hood's Bay, so it's older than the others that I found in this video. It's 200 million years old roughly, and here it is. A beautiful, quite shiny example. I give it an air braid and cleared out the middle. Quite a large example, but these particular ammonites can get a lot larger. I've not had much luck finding any bigger than this, but I'm always hopeful whenever I'm in the area. You can see how it was quite exposed on the beach. This bit's quite worn, and I've prepped out this side, leaving the beautiful shell intact in some places. So this last little find here, I actually only picked up 2 days ago. It's a little gem. I finished preparing it yesterday. Gave it a little base so it stands up on its own. A lovely Phylloceras ammonite. So this is a really cute small example, but it's my first one from this particular beach where I found it at, Raven Scar. I've had a few other Phylloceras species from various different beaches around the Yorkshire coast, but this one is my first complete one from that particular beach. I grinded out a nice mouth border, and it's got a little bit of shell still intact. A really beautiful display piece. I'm really happy with how this one turned out. Hopefully you have all enjoyed this video, and I'd really appreciate it if you could go out and check on my website and take a look at all the new stock that I've listed. I'm sure you'll find something special to add to your own fossil collections. Thank you.